Oh yeah. Season 2, everybody. You know what that means. It's DickeyTime. This is the part where I'm supposed to say that you can also watch the show in video format on YouTube. We're also on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, so you can lose brain cells while you're driving on your way to work. Or don't. Reverse psychology. Now, on with the show.
Well, welcome back, everybody. We're here for fucking season 2. It's your boy, Jebby. I'm here once again with fucking the man himself.
Captain Rockcock is the name.
Rockcock.
It's my new alias.
Yes, and also joined with us today, we got fucking Zubby. We figured,
Yes.
like, how else are we gonna do the second season, really?
Exactly. Kick it off strong with the house boys.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Just me and my house boys, honey. What? I can't come out to your fucking family's bar mitzvah. I'm hanging out with the house boys.
Yo, yeah, it's been a long
Time coming, and the table's turned around, Justin. One of us is going. One of us is going down.
Yeah, we've got so much fucking shit to talk about. It's been so long.
Yeah. Justin memorized every species of mushroom by name.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Here, show them.
We were thinking about making that the first episode back. It was just going to be an unending take of Justin listing mushrooms from memory. But it turned out we didn't have enough memory in the SD card. Justin knew too many mushrooms. We ran out of time. So
Too many mushies.
yeah. Too many mushies. Sounds like a horrible kid's book. Too many mushies. like it's like low key super racist. Like they're like trying to be cute about it. Like get rid of the mushies, and it's like Indonesian people. You're like, whoa, what's going on here?
Man. Okay, so well, before we get into just seeing where everyone is with music recently, how's everyone been? Me myself, just been doing a lot of just soul seeking, truthfully, trying to figure myself out. Avi, what you been up to with the break we just recently had?
Just like back on a creative kick, which has been nice. Just been doing a bunch of taking on projects and shit, and trying to like, I don't know, do new things that I haven't done before, like with editing and different styles of projects. So that's been fun, trying to keep myself busy in that regard. And then also a bunch of house shit. I've been learning so much as I've been doing new like house repairs and add-ons. The shit that I've just been like, I don't use tools. So that's been cool.
Being a homeowner is definitely like it's that next step in life. It's that like real adult shit. You know.
I'm hoping in a few more years I could be a homie owner.
Homie.
Just distribute homies.
I own fucking friends.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like Job Corps, but like you show up. I'm like, can I get a homie? I just found Double Dash in my basement, and I'm trying to play.
Yo.
None of my friends are around. They all went off to college.
That one's the best Mario Kart, easily.
I haven't played what's the new one? Fucking 9 or something?
I think it's 8 now.
Okay, maybe I have played 8. That one has the parachutes and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are fun, but dude, Double Dash.
Dude, Double
come
Dash.
on. I don't know if it's.
Uncontested.
I don't know if it's like. I don't think it's nostalgia either. Like, because I've watched gameplay of it recently, and I'm like, dude, the maps like are super sick. The just the back and forth of having like the specials and shit like that. It was fun. That was a cool game.
I'm surprised they never did more with that going forward, with like trying to branch out more with stuff like that.
Yeah, a lot of games just really became baby brains for sure. Just like dumbed it down a bit much.
I feel like Pokemon did that too, where they kind of like branched out and tried to do some new stuff. And like, actually, we're just gonna go back to the.
Like, this is kind of hard. Let's go back to the original method.
Do you guys think you
Not often.
Yeah.
Do you guys
not.
think since we took this break that you like upped the gameplay more versus like, I don't know?
No, actually, I think I was gaming harder before quarantine personally.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I think I would.
Same.
I like social gaming a lot. Like I play Smash so much, and a lot. Like we would hold. Remember at the old houses, we would literally have like Smash tournaments and shit.
Yeah.
And that
yeah.
like really got me stoked. And Zesty didn't move away at the time too. I gamed with him all the time. And now he doesn't have his PC right now. So yeah, and Overwatch was like my game, and it's like Zach can attest to this. Zach is like one of the biggest Overwatch streamers right now because like everyone left, dude. It sucks.
Dude, yeah,
like, which is nice for Zach because he's killing the market now, but it's sad for the game because there's nobody playing it. Because I don't know, dude. They like abandoned the game, and also the community's kind of toxic right now.
Honestly, yeah.
Sad is yeah. I don't want to agree with that, but like yeah.
Well, I'm so like I'm not a part of that world at all. Like, what is that community like right now? Like,
they're pissed. They're mad because like the developers just kind of dipped. They're working on Overwatch 2 a lot, so like the current game is dying. But a lot of people are like streamers from that game, so it sucks that it's not getting anything. And then they finally did like an update, and they're like, here's a free for all map, which is something you can't play competitively, and it's like very casual. Like you're waiting for a game, you play free for all. Mm-hmm. So it's like 2 years of nothing, and then they're like, here's like a used hanky.
Yeah, it's like waiting for the
guys.
candy store to open, and they like peek out and flip you like one unwrapped Starburst. Like, have fun, dude.
Split it between you guys. There's 30 people here. give me an X-Acto knife. Cutting a tiny Starburst into 30 pieces.
yo, Zubby. So, what about you? What's new with you?
Yeah, I just been doing a lot of the soul seeking as well, honestly, and just trying to like, I don't know, just dump all the time into streaming and band stuff, and try to not like get in the mindset that I'm like going in a weird path in life, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I feel that,
Definitely.
yeah.
Which I mean, we are, but
Right.
like trying to not feel like a failure for doing that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That's a very real thing about like
Definitely.
pursuing the arts and doing this shit is like you hit a point. I know that I hit a point where I just like became overwhelmed with just the very thought of where I was right now, you know? It's like you have to like you can't help but look around and see other people living their lives and just comparing your own to it and seeing how completely just different everything is, you know?
True.
People literally cannot see the world through your eyes, but they think they can, you know?
Mm-hmm. And it's much better to have these types of like deep dread, like forced faces at this time in your life versus when you're, 50 and you're like, hold on a second. Do I hate myself? Wait a minute. And then you're just I'm gonna divorce my wife and go date a 20-year-old, like that type of. That's why that
go
crazy
buy the Ferrari.
Yeah, because you're married to somebody you realize you hate for fucking. You're like, wait a minute, I don't fucking love you.
Yeah.
We stay together because of the kids or some crazy shit. So I feel like it's super important to have these like, these types of crises in your like 20s and shit to get that perspective. Go through the hardships so that when you're much older, you can not have to be like, oh man, I wonder what would happen if I had just like roughed it in New York for a little while.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Yo, I forgot. We gotta light this incense, boys. It's gonna get smoky in here. Oh yeah, we're getting the vibes going.
Dude, hell yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh baby.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, it's really fucking weird, man.
You're fucking weird, bro.
Yeah.
Thanks, I think.
Don't come into your room and tell me how I am.
Oh god.
The far away. Oh my god.
Oh shite.
Shite. Ooh. Are those incense or outcense?
You have to in the sense.
Oh, they're on?
Yeah.
They're on sense.
Yeah.
Well, this is nonsense.
All right, boys, let's kick it off. I'm gonna start some shit out. Let's go a little
Some
heavy.
shitto?
Some shit out, yeah.
Shitto. Creamy.
All right. Yo, so there is this fucking band from Maine.
No, there's
Maine of all places.
Maine isn't real. Don't believe.
Yeah.
Maine.
Don't believe Big Pharma. Maine's not real.
Lobsters don't exist either.
No, Maine lobsters are actually from Florida.
Mm-hmm.
They're from the Maine line of Florida. That's why
Big
they're called
Pharma's implanting them. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, this band is called. Forgive me if I mispronounce this. I'm not a native to Maine, but I believe
I don't think
it's
that name is either.
it's they go by the name
Make all the lobsters mad.
Yeah, I forgot.
Bring out the mad lobster.
Yeah, Katahdin, I believe. They named it. It's a mountain, I guess. Yeah.
I was really wanting that to be Ta in the middle. Katahdin.
Yo, but honestly, these
could be.
It's the Katahdin of Eden.
I'm just gonna play it. Yo, yeah, they just they didn't just put it out, but no, it's 2021. This is somewhat fairly new.
From April.
Yeah, no, check this shit out, y'all.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
This band's sick though. I haven't seen the video.
Oh, Catatoin? That's what you said?
Yeah, no.
Yo, their drummer's got impeccable posture.
For real.
Yeah, I don't know. I completely stumbled upon these guys by sheer chance, and I instantly was thinking about how it's literally like if Varials was still doing their thing, except, I don't know, kind of rebranded a little bit. You can kind of hear it in the dude's voice a little bit. He's got that tough hardcore, like one tone, you know?
Yeah. The angy gravel.
Ooh, it's so angy.
Ooh, I had abusive parents. I'm so mad.
Yeah, no.
Dude, he looks like the vocalist kind of looks like Miles Teller a little bit, or like in these quick glances like that.
What did I tell you?
What did I Miles tell you?
Dude, yeah. Zubby, you ever watch Sons of Anarchy?
I have not. The only thing I know about that show is the very ending scene.
Have you seen the porn parody of
No.
Buns of Manarchy?
Dude, you know there's a fucking
Yeah, I'll be seeing
porn
it.
for that.
Yeah, do you want me to tell you about it?
Pull it up.
You know that scene where when Vin Diesel gets killed in Saving Private Ryan?
Mm-hmm.
They like reenact that, but it's like, it's with cocks.
Man, I haven't seen Saving Private Ryan, and like I completely forgot that Vin Diesel was even in that fucking movie.
Oh, is he actually? I thought that was a joke.
There's a lot of like OG actors in that movie, actually. A lot of big names, I should say,
Wait,
not OGs.
was Vin Diesel in that movie? Or
Yeah.
I
Yeah, no, he
don't
was.
even know if I can
Yeah,
trust.
he plays Jason Statham.
He
Yeah.
gets killed, right?
Yeah.
Spoiler.
He gets murdered
Yeah,
brutally.
by Jason Statham.
Remember that his teammate is like next to him and he's like, oh, no, I can't do it. I can't shoot the enemy. And then the enemy bayonets Vin Diesel.
Dude.
Yeah, I'm glad that we went through our suffering page already on music. 'Cause if I hear suffer one more time in music, I'm gonna start to feel bad.
Yeah, no, lyrics definitely change the older you get, right? Like, it would be weird if we just started writing music that was just like, fuck you for being such a fucking bitch.
I know, especially, I started wearing like bright colors and like Tommy Bahama overshirts, so it'd be real weird if I was just like, you fucking mangled bitch. I love you,
It's the best time to do it.
Bars, though, bars.
Bars. Oh, it's not done with the bars.
They did the whole fucking EP. They did the.
Oh, shit.
Oh, it like goes
videos.
all one thing.
Yeah.
Dude, that's very sick.
Very cool.
Yeah, no, I'm here for it. This is like, this is the future of
That's-
music, y'all.
Yeah,
Is that
dude, Quadeca did that with where it was one long video, but it was the whole album stream. It was like an hour-long video that just kept changing every time the song got to a new song.
That is
just,
very
just
cool.
like this. I love that idea. It's very.
I've
It's a way to
never
like
seen that
transcend the
before.
experience rather than like here's a stream video that you have to just blankly look at for an hour
Mm-hmm.
or listen to. Like it's cool to give a visual stimuli to this degree.
Honestly.
Respect, big respect for that.
Honestly.
Honesty, bro. What's like something you wish that you could have done when you were a child because of like the lack of childhood consequences for things? Like for example, when I think of that, I think of like I wish I had done graffiti when I was a kid. Like I wish I learned how to do graffiti and like tag things with the homies, or like even in my own like get good at it and be like, yo, whose art is that?
I'll tell you what.
I'll tell you what, boy.
I wish I could have saw Harry Potter with the rest of the class, because like I came from a family that was very much so like, yo, like,
Witchcraft and stuff is
yeah,
not
no,
cool.
yeah. We were like, my mom wouldn't let us play Yu-Gi-Oh because that was
Yeah.
just like a little more evil than Pokemon.
That's pretty funny. Yeah, I accidentally dropped a Pokemon card in my neighbor's yard one time, walking to the other neighbor. I used to cut through like several neighbors' yards to get to my actual friends.
Yeah.
And I actually dropped a Pokemon card, I guess, in their yard, and they thought I was trying to curse them. They called my parents and were like super pissed. They're like, "You dropped this demon token in our yard." And I was like,
Dude, I
Yeah.
never encountered stuff like that when I was younger with like people like
way too religious about stuff, like scary.
yeah, about at least for specifically stuff like Pokemon or like something like that.
Yeah, Pokemon's evil.
Yeah.
Why? Because it's Asian? Like, cool. Quit taking MSG away from me, bro, because you're racist.
Man, yeah, no.
This is a cool song. I like this one a lot more than the last one.
I agree.
It's a lot more atmospheric.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That riff was sick too. That just happened before this.
Dude, I fuck with all their shit, honestly. Oh, this part's really hype. The build-up, homie. If you can do a build-up like this,
Oh,
sold.
this is cool, yeah. Honestly.
Sold. Okay, you've got my attention.
Yeah, if you got all the big boys too, like side to siding in your
Oh, yeah.
in your build up, it's gonna be sick.
And it keeps going.
Oh,
It just,
that's kind of hard.
you see, you're building, you're setting up the fucking scene.
Yeah, we like to call it building nut.
Building nut.
Yeah, you're stockpiling nut. Yeah, I made Justin laugh like a villain just now. You're stockpiling nut. He went. He's about to beat the shit out of his bases. Swings on him. Yeah, can we get that video of Ryan kicking me in the head and knocking me out live?
Man, I am so excited to start playing shows again.
Me too.
Dude, for real.
I can't wait to get my fuck you posture on, you know?
Oi, fuck you. Oi, bruv. Hey, if you're outside, could you please come back in?
Is this EP the only thing they've done, or do they have other stuff?
They have other stuff. I think it's equally as good, too. It all has the same energy, same production.
This is nice mosh music. Like, this is a great band to go see right out of quarantine.
Oh yeah.
Just get that nice like, it's just a constant flow of, like, you could move your body to it.
Move your body.
What the fuck is up, you motherfucking fucks? Oh, guys. Okay, speaking of that, because I said that as a joke just now. Oh, hold on.
Yeah, this part's sick.
Yeah, this just got filthy out of nowhere. I definitely see what you're talking about varials now. Like, this song definitely shows that a lot more. Just, like, being heavy with hi-hats, you know? That's something that you don't... That is, like, undervalued or underdone, at least.
Oh, yeah.
Being heavy
yeah.
with hi-hats. Shit, what was I about to say? Before that nastiness hit.
Shit,
You didn't
but...
say anything yet.
Damn, I was about to say something cool.
Yeah, no, thoughts, though? Yeah. Like,
I like
this
very
is
sick.
like the
was
new
happy
wave
with
of
it.
deathcore right now, y'all. These are like kids, you know?
These are like kids.
These are like
They're
kids.
dudes pretending to be kids. And I like that.
Gotta say, I want to see more of the full-on music videos like that.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
I've literally never seen anyone do that.
Just all going, one music video after another, just right into it. It was very stimulating. I enjoyed it quite a bit.
I feel like, I mean, this one wasn't that long, but I feel like that may lose its touch if you do like a full-on album of that, or it's like an hour long.
Mm-hmm. Unless it's like one continuous like experience versus like how theirs kind of just goes like, oh, it's a new video.
Yeah.
And it like transitions into that. Like if it was one story being told.
That would be very sick.
Like that'd be fucking cool. It'd be like a movie almost at that point, which would be a rad experience because then you have your like, you know, your like Spotify type of listens, like the audio, and then a completely different experience if you were to watch the video with it.
Dude. Do you know what that band just reminded me of? You know what I listened to for the first time today in fucking forever? Arizone by Vane. That album.
Ooh, yo, nice
album's
choice.
sick, dude.
Dude, I went back and recently listened to Long Live the Chariot.
Oh.
Man, that was cool.
Dude, I'm sad I never got to see them.
Sorry, I can't hear you now. Okay, go ahead.
I'm sad I never got to see them before.
I never did either, honestly. I was pretty bummed. I I was like getting into them like the year they broke up, and so
Yeah.
I didn't really like get that love until they were done, which was fucking not cool to have happen. But yeah, I bought their the last CD they put out, the one that's like it's all one sentence. I don't know if you knew that about their last record.
Oh, I didn't.
That like every song title becomes one big stanza, which is really cool.
That's very cool.
God, that album was super cool. It was like one of the first times I had been introduced into like that type of like hardcore, like metalcore aesthetic.
Type hardcore, that
Type hardcore, free not for profit type beat. J. Cole X Mac Miller / Night Zine.
Yeah.
Shadowmage.cliff R.
All right, y'all. I'm about to turn it up again. Once again for y'all. This fucking band is insanely heavy. Specifically, this song I'm choosing because the call out in it is insane. It's insane, but not as insane as this ad.
What's that one song that we keep making fun of? It's a really cool song, but it's like, I have no idea what's going on.
Is it Boundaries? Is that the band, or is that not
I
right?
don't think it was Boundaries. Boundaries is sick though.
I kind of missed. Missed the whole
Was it
Boundaries hype.
I don't think so, actually.
You missed the Boundaries side? They're sick. Yeah, it's heavy.
Dude, I'm gonna try to find it now.
What is even going on right now?
Yeah, I feel like
that was
these.
kind of a spooky note. It sounds like you ever play Donkey Kong Country?
Oh yeah.
There's like those little ghost things that when you hit them, they like go. Kind of sounded like that.
Yeah, I stumbled on these guys while I was on a bike ride, and I was like, I don't know, pedaled into the beat once the two-step comes
climbing
in.
up the hill in this part.
Okay.
It's that
This is sick.
nasty. It's that fucking nasty. Yeah, that and the production, man. I don't know. This is like deathcore with like the fucking pinnacle like type production, I'd say.
It's deathcore when they've experienced real pain.
Real pain. Real pain. You, a small Neanderthal, couldn't possibly understand.
A Neander small.
Dude, I'm still rattled that it's not Neanderthal.
Yeah, dude, it's hard not to feel pretentious saying Neanderthal, but I'm trying to actively normalize it.
Oh.
There it is.
I'm fucking telling you. Let's fucking cancel these guys on Twitter. I can't believe they said cunt.
Dude, honestly, it's a weird time. It's a weird time for cancellations. I feel like you can, depending on
It's your
community.
personal level of confidence allows you to be canceled, I believe.
Absolutely.
It's solely dependent on if you go, nah, I don't agree. I'm gonna keep doing stuff.
like if they were out there straight up like beating women up.
Right, then there's obviously a line to that. Dude, Amorosa is just pretending like nothing happened. Their vocalist literally allegedly groomed a very young person until they were 17.
That's fucking nuts, man.
Yeah, and then they're just like putting out a new album like nothing happened.
Did they not
Pierce-
comment on it?
No, they didn't say anything about it. They just ignored it.
Dude, that's the fucking formula. There's a lot of people out here right now.
Pierce the Veil did it, bro.
Yeah.
Their drummer had some heavy allegations like
Yeah,
6
he had
years
some
ago.
like heavy,
Yeah,
heavy
like big ones. And then they just were like,
We're just gonna disappear.
take a pause for a little bit, okay?
Yeah, they haven't done anything in like forever.
Right.
Oh,
No.
Vic's doing like TikTok now, and that shit's getting kind of cringe.
Well, yeah, he's like 97, right?
Oh, what's up, little girls? I'm gonna sing that song you fucking love. Don't look at the wrinkles on my face, please.
Fuck.
Do
Damn.
you still think I'm cute?
I bet he still looks cute from like a bright
He's
filter.
starting to get that like his face is drooping a little bit more now. I don't know. Like I'm being a little mean, but
he started taking that new thing called age.
yeah, it does.
Speaking of age, dude, should we talk about old at all real quick? Just like have a a quick conniption about that fucking movie.
Yo, yeah, COVID, since it's like gone now, everyone, we started going to movies as a group together, you know?
Yeah, that's been tight. Yeah, we started doing the house fucking movies where we go, the house boys.
House boys.
Go down to the theater. Yeah, we watched Old a couple weeks after it came out, and then we just saw the new Candyman recently.
Yeah, the fucking candy.
The candy.
That was perfect.
I had to.
Oh, did he just say I am bound in fear? It's not allowed.
That's not allowed. Yeah.
You can't say that when your band name is Bound in Fear.
Yeah.
Oh god. You know, there was a fucking time with our old live set with our old vocalist Casey where we plugged our fucking name in the set.
Dude, it's
was
so
like,
seldom that it actually is cool.
dude, it was so cringe of us. It was so
Dude,
fucking
How
cringe.
so?
Spite and Strangled are like the only two, not the only two, but two of the few bands I've heard where I'm like, this is pretty cool. Like doing it in another song, like when you guest feature, coming in and yelling your tag is kind of hard.
Oh yeah, no. If you got like if your band is like one word,
Yeah, not like we are fucking like Chameleon.
like I mean, Spite definitely
Spite works
overused the
perfect
fuck
for it.
out of that, right?
Mhm. Well, you can. That's the bummer too. It's like the give and take of that. It's like, oh, that's cool and it's recognizable, but also, I hope you don't ever want to use the word spite outside of like a vocal call out. Just saying that word casually in your song is probably gonna feel weird.
Yeah, that was Bound in Fear, the song Hate Circuit. Check
I like
it out.
that. I enjoyed that, Justin Peterson.
Did you like my treat?
I did.
Yeah.
Ooh,
It
it was a
nice-
sweet treat
it was,
indeed.
Cool beanie.
Nice tweet.
Oh yes.
So you gonna tell everyone how your favorite movie's old now?
Yeah, Justin, what's up?
My favorite movie. Okay.
It's old.
So,
Yeah, it's old. I just said that. Why is it your favorite movie? What did you like about it?
I thought Old had potential. I walked away from that movie thinking like, yo, yeah, no, this is the
Those people are old.
those people sure are old.
I walked away thinking M. Night's a badass dude.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
That's exactly what he wanted. Fell right into his clutches.
this really isn't a spoiler, but it's like there's just a scene in that fucking movie towards the end when it's just M. Night like fucking king shot of him just like, yeah, I'm fucking M. Night, homie.
No big deal. I'm kind of
low.
low key the whole crux of this movie. Oops.
We got Weeping Wound going, 23.
So many 23s. Yeah, it was definitely, I think, like whoever wrote the original book probably had a great like concept and idea, but M. Night, I think, is just, he's like a relapse era Eminem. Like, remember when he was like working with Rihanna and stuff?
Yeah.
And he was writing like, oh, what's up? Like, I don't really got nothing left to say. That's kind of like the vibe I'm getting from M. Night, where he's like, I gotta keep making movies so that people don't forget about me. And he's like lumped himself into this weird like corner where he thinks he has to be funny, and it comes off really cringy. And then like when he tries to be serious, there's so much like odd comedy involved that like you almost can't tell when he's being serious and when it's comedic.
Yeah, I was gonna say the funniest part, like, or at least some of the funniest parts of that movie to me were supposed to be the most serious.
Dude, 100%. There was like a part where you're like, if I were to write down the scenario on paper, it would be creepy. But watching M. Night's execution of it is like, this is the silliest shit. I'm so disassociated
I know exactly
from
the
this.
part you're talking about.
I have talked to people that legitimately can't catch that shit, and it makes me feel like I'm an alien or something. Honestly, like there's just scenes when it's just like this would never happen in real life.
Right.
The scenario, like the dialogue, the communication. How can you not laugh? You know, it's like I'm watching The Room.
Right.
You know,
right? Or it's insane. Like when you have a characters literally just being like, hi, this is my name and this is what I do for a living. Like every single, it just feels like the laziest way to introduce all your characters. Like, hey, what if we just had like an annoying kid be like, what do you do for a living? Okay, what do you do for a living? All right, what do you do? And it's like, how did every person he talked to ends up being on the beach? Like, fuck you. This is stupid.
Yeah, man. For me, like, my takeaway from that movie was just like, okay, yeah, there's a beautiful story here, but the pacing, the fucking acting was atrocious. But I don't I don't think the actors are necessarily bad
It's
actors.
the direction,
It's
man.
yeah,
it really
the
shows
direct-
what a good and bad director can do. Because that wolf kid, the naked brother boy, he was in Hereditary, and he did a great job. And then
Great job
in this
in it.
movie, he's dude, climb the rock.
See, the thing that bothers me though is I know there's a fucking motherfucker out there that would defend that action because they'd be like, well, he's a fucking kid and he's growing up and he's
Right, yeah, which is fine, but when the child acts more competent than the adult pretending to be the child as an older age,
Yeah.
it doesn't work. And like you said, there's a great like message here and the cool story. Like, there's a part towards the end, like when it starts to, you know, like come into its third act, where I was like, this is kind of like touching and like really a nice philosophical kind of like life take of like, you know, coming to terms with things and what really matters at the end of the day. And then it's immediately undercut with some like that insane M. Night thing of like, I'm the big brain man.
Yeah.
Like this grand deal idea that like there's a lot to be said about like, you know, like the fear of the unknown works because there's no resolution. There's no.
Was there a twist in this movie? Because I don't think there was.
I mean, I guess the twist is that the beach was bad.
Yeah.
And they thought it was a normal beach. No, there was definitely a twist, actually.
Yeah.
It was the reveal at the end, which
Yeah.
I won't, obviously, I don't think we should get too into that part, but yeah, there's obviously a classic M. Night twist, but it almost undercuts the whole cool part of the movie, and it makes you question the entire world now, because you're like, wait, hold on.
I remember when we got home, I was like, I mean, I don't want to ruin anything either, but I was like, if it would have just stopped here, it would have been like, all right.
Exactly. Yeah, 100%. It's like, oh, cool. That's like ambiguous. I like the message, and they're like, oh, okay. No,
Like, actually.
the big bad guys actually. And meanwhile,
Meanwhile,
in the League of Doom. I'm Solomon Grundy, and this was my plan all along.
guys, I don't know how. I think it's probably just because I was scrolling just now, but I need honest opinions. Is fucking Limp Bizkit getting a little cringe? Is it getting a little over fucking?
Are they getting
Is it getting a little overplayed, a little overhyped right now? Like, I'll get on TikTok, I'll see the same fucking people just twerking to the same fucking Limp Bizkit song, and it's just like, yo, are these just normies now?
Well, I think too what you have to realize about the internet, that's something that like it's so new that it's hard to obviously get used to it. But I'm like noticing how quickly older trends come back into the limelight because of like what social media is. Social media is such a quickly consumed thing, you know. Like I feel like like attention spans are quite low. It's just like next thing.
Oh yeah.
And so when there's like a new thing, aka being introduced to an old thing because it's new to them, like it booms and becomes like, oh, 80s craze, here's the 90s craze, here's, oh, remember goth theme, like now that's coming back. It's like a new generation of people finding out about it and then wanting to do it. And I feel like and since there's like always going to be new kids joining it, it's this, we're in a weird thing where like, it's like almost like a Tumblr, like a washing machine of the same ideas, kind of like, oh wow, I didn't know about that. Like the 80s, what the heck?
Yeah, it is weird.
very interesting.
It is weird in that sense how culture just decides what is like fucking sick and isn't sick.
It's not even just like culture though. It's like social media itself.
Right. Yeah, social media shapes culture now.
Fucking wild. Yo, this band is called Malcontent. The song is Metamorphasis. I really like these guys.
Perfect title too for what we were just talking about.
Right out the gates.
What's that, Sonny? What are you saying, boy? Old Sally's stuck in the well.
But yeah, no, it's fucking weird, right? Like, I feel like I'm seeing trends come and go, like
Very quickly.
within weeks,
Right.
You know, whereas before it used to be like years before shit would start dying out.
Yeah. It's the attention span is so low. There's so much of everything that it's like everyone wants to just constantly consume new things, and their attentions get bored of it. Like, consume. I'm tired of this. Oh, a new thing.
Yeah.
consume. And
They're just shiny object syndrome.
yeah, honestly, dude. Yeah, just like eat it all until you are sick of it, and then move on to the next thing.
It's so weird. Yeah, like crate stacking, that died for me within 2 hours.
Bro,
2 hours it was done.
That was already a trend too. I don't know if you know that. That blew my mind when people were talking about that.
Wait. Poverty is a trend?
Yeah, obviously. Have you heard of gentrification, Justin? We just watched Candyman. We know this is true. The box crate thing, dude, that was a thing like 7 years ago. Where like those cringe YouTubers that would buy too many trampolines and turn their floors into
Trampoline sounds like a really funny sitcom.
Like a really serious and like stressed out housewife comes home and her whole home is trampoline. Like a housewife trying to carry dishes on a trampoline floor. But anyway, yeah, that was a big trend doing the milk crate. Where you run up the crates like Mario. And now it's a big thing again. I was like, why is this of all things is coming back? But dude, I think it just goes to show the echo chamber that is social media. Like, I don't think any of us use Facebook anymore. I haven't used it other than Messenger.
I hate it, man. I
forever.
fucking hate it.
And seeing it now, I can tell why. It's so weird. It's like remember how much we hate Rick Lax? That fucking
I love
that
him.
pseudo musician. I'm sorry.
R.I.P. Rick.
My bad. Rick Lax, the man we love and adore. He has his own content farm company now. It's called Rick Lax and Friends, and they just farm the dumbest, shittiest content ever, and it gets millions of 50 million like an upload.
Dude.
And people have started adapting that format, and it's this weird new, really, I feel, detrimental style of entertainment where they make you wait 5 minutes with text, and they'll be like, these two couples were in their bed and they had no idea what was happening next to them, and it shows them what's that? What is that? And it's pointing, and it's like a GoPro in somebody's bedroom, and there's two couples fully clothed. You're like, what even is this, dude? And it goes on for 5 minutes, and there's the other couple is under the blankets, and they're like, oh my god, do you think our friends are do you think they're boning? Do you think they're boning? And then they're like, oh, we should check on to see if they're boning. Do you think that's what could be happening? And then the blanket comes off, and they're in this weird Heimlich position where she was hoping her boyfriend not choke to death, and they're like, how silly of us. He was just choking on a cookie in bed in the middle of the night, fully clothed.
That was
with his partner.
Malcontent Metamorphosis.
That was my Malcontent going off about Facebook farms.
Dude, it's just the fucking...
It's so brain dead. I feel like it makes people stupid. It makes people more dumb.
Stupid.
I feel like it's true. That type of content is truly damaging. Because if you look at kids shows and stuff right now, that
just
type of content is so...
pee-pee-poo-poo, just
yeah, literally. Hey, that could be a show.
Is it possible?
That was just eh. Just
is it
grunted and then fucking shit his diaper. That could be a show.
Is it even possible to watch those videos without it being first thing in the morning? You have a double chin, fucking
watching children's content.
That's just that's how you watch those videos. You're literally this is fucking
dude, that's how they milk the fucking simulators. They gotta egg you on for 5 minutes right when you wake up, and you're like, well, what's this shit about?
Yeah, while your brain's trying to figure out how to brain. It's look, enjoy this mindless, dumb soup content.
It's not reality TV, but it has that same energy behind it, just you don't have to really pay attention. You literally choose how much attention you want to pay. But in this sense, it's literally I just don't.
Right, just feeding. You're just feeding cattle. Is what you're just giving grain to the cattle.
If I could peel back the mask on it, it's literally as if you're just staring at a fucking white screen that changes colors. That's doing something for me.
Well, hold on, yeah. Well, maybe it might
it's
turn
literally
a
just
color.
Stuff happening.
yeah.
Like a thing is occurring on my screen. I can't look away.
Waste Your Time, the sequel.
Yo, we got fucking Mugshot with Egodystonic.
We got fucking.
I fucked that word up.
This band got recommended to me the other day, and I haven't checked them out yet.
Oh, they're very sick.
Well, you're welcome, Zub.
I think our boy Inferno showed me this band.
I heard our boy Zessy's super into them.
Yeah. Agreed.
I ain't gonna lie, they have a couple songs with like, I don't know, lyrically I'm just not really there, but at the same time, it's just, different culture, I think.
Yeah, that's fair.
What is this art? I'm too far away to see it.
Looks like a nun and a dead guy, like a skeleton.
Okay.
And it looks like they're sitting over a skeleton in like a grave.
Okay.
And then the nun's face is like melted beyond recognition as well.
Hey man! I see you found my son's band, Mugshot!
I want that as an alarm.
Waking up!
Ooh, the change up.
Oh yeah, this is sick.
Mm-hmm.
This is spicy, baby.
Also, do we want to touch on Candyman at all?
Yeah, I'd love to talk about Candyman.
Yeah, we gotta talk about
We could do a spoiler-free review of it, or do you guys want to get into spoilies?
I'm down for just talking about it. Like,
Okay, well, yeah, let's say a spoiler warning as a precaution.
Yeah, spoiler
And I would
warning.
say spoiler warning for the original Candyman as well, because of just the nature of the two movies.
for nature.
And also, to preface this, we were cool guys, and we watched the first Candyman right before we went into theaters.
We
to
had
see
a
the
little
new one.
marathon, yeah.
Yeah, which was honestly a very smart move, because getting into spoiler talk, 3, 2, 1, you find out that fucking movie, the new Candyman, is a direct sequel to the OG Candyman, which is fucking...
Oh, yeah.
They did a great job at not showing that in the trailers. I didn't even realize. They showed the actress, and I didn't even fucking realize it, because she's so much older now.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So far, just right out the gates, my favorite horror movie of the year. I'm going to have to say that.
There's been like 3, so that's something.
I know. I know.
Dude, you know what's crazy? Candyman is the #1 box office right now.
Dude, that's very sick.
Number one at the box office.
I thought it was going to do super well, and I'm glad it is, because that fucking movie is definitely that franchise is like in the top 10 for horror for me.
It's really good. The OG, it was great for sure. I do think that some of it became a little sloppy towards like the latter half. Like, a lot of what was scary for me from the original Candyman was Tony Todd's like presence, and like him being able to show up in the middle of the day to like harass you, and it was this spooky fucking drippy voice.
Drippy.
And watching this one was more of like almost like they were leading you into like a Babadook scenario, where like, is he Candyman?
I never finished the Babadook. I never finished it.
It was, well, the Babadook was spoilers. The creature was just like metaphorical, was the idea for grief, and that was like the idea.
I pieced everything together. It's just like, for whatever reason, it was one of those movies. Like when you're just watching a movie and you fall asleep, and then you just never really get back to watching the movie. That's literally what happened. Except I
think if that have ever happened to me, I will finish it the next day.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So, no, that's happened to me a
I've
few
never
times.
done that either.
Yeah,
But I also don't watch stuff really.
That's
so
fair.
Yo, we got CABAL, Drag Me Down.
Oh baby, CABAL. Yeah, dude, new Candyman was cool though. I don't think it's quite as holding the torch for me as like compared to the original, but I'm also a big hater of the ending of the original Candyman, but so I do like that this new continuity kind of like makes the end make sense for the first one,
Yeah,
like the
okay.
new lore that they add in. It's like, so it's like, Candyman's more of like a representation, and he takes the shape of the last person he corrupted or whatever.
Well, yeah,
So the Helen thing from the end of the first one isn't as corny, because the idea is that it was still Candyman.
I thought it was
Helen.
really smart how they connected the history.
Yeah, it was really cool, and the idea too, because in the first one, the whole like word of mouth story, it can like it's the power lies in whoever has the power, right? Like,
Right.
so like the impoverished black neighborhoods can say whatever they want happened there, but at the end of the day, the cops are going to have their own way of how things went down, and that is a lot more hammer-fisted in the new one, not as subtle quite, but I like that was still like a general principle they were trying to establish going forward, and like they even mistold the story at the beginning so that when it pays off at the end, you're like, oh, that's like in theme, that the idea that our word-of-mouth stories are changed over time, and history is written by the victor, right? So that it ignores the scary and tough things that actually happened.
Yeah, I felt like this was doing Candyman justice in the sense that it literally took like one of my favorite horror movies and it made it like cinematography. Is that a word?
It looked beautiful,
amazing.
Yeah. It looked really good. That was the best part of it.
Oh, it was beautiful, man. It made Candyman like he was like scary in the original for sure, but like in this one he was like demonic as fuck, homie.
And I absolutely loved, because I'm a big fan of like looking in the background all the time, trying to find the spooky like thing before it's there, and that was really cool, dude. Candyman was in the mirrors like throughout the whole movie, like all the time, like anytime
little shit.
Something like spooky was gonna happen, or maybe even casual, like the protagonist is getting more dark in his process, and you can see Candyman in the reflection of like a dim hallway locker mirror, and you're like, yo, that was so subtle. They didn't even have to add that. Like, I love little things like that to just add to the creep that he's just like, what's up, buddy? Like right around you, breathing in your ear. Yeah, I think it had its faults for sure. It was a little like lackluster in some parts overall, I think.
Well, what do you mean by some parts?
Just like the subversions of everything, of like needing to Candyman almost became more of like a symbol for power at the end than a horror figure. Like in the first one, it's creepy because he's like, looks like I'm gonna have to murder because you guys doubted that I was real. Like, I'm gonna have to spread the terror of Candyman again. And like the neighborhoods are like the guys pretending to be Candyman to like keep the fear of Candyman alive, like to protect the neighborhood. He's like a bad guy doing a thing to protect the neighborhood from the legend of Candyman. But in the first or in the second one, it doesn't, or not the second one, but the sequel, that doesn't really seem to be important at all. But it was still good. I loved his transformation. That was really gross. His like subtle ploy into a zombie man. Like looked really. I fucking hate watching people play with their scabs, and he kept doing it.
My only gripe: not enough bees in that movie.
Dude, honestly, I agree. Dude, the scene in the first one when homie fucking kisses bees into Helen's mouth, that scene gives me the creeps, man. He like opens his mouth and lets bees fall onto her face. It's like, dude, imagine going into work that day. You're like, I gotta do what? I thought you guys were doing that in post. They're like, this is the 80s. What are you talking about? We're not doing anything in post. You're putting bees in your mouth, homie.
Bees!
Kiss the bees into that woman's mouth.
That was CABAL song Drag Me Down.
That song was very dope.
Dude,
Yeah, CABAL goes hard.
Super fucking hype. Yeah, no, I fucking love Candyman, and I think, I'm a little biased in the sense, like, going into it, I was like, yo, this movie's gonna be fucking sick.
Right.
And it was great. Like, truthfully, it was a great movie. I mean, if we're comparing it to, like, other horror movies of the year, like, old, like, obviously, like, fucking out the ballpark,
right.
like, this movie is
That's
miles
not fair,
better.
though. That movie is terrible.
That movie sucked. Yeah. And that's like, I don't want to like cloud my judgment of it too much, because it's like, it was good, but I don't think it was like groundbreaking, especially considering we had to wait for 2 years to see it, which isn't the movie's fault. I don't hold it to that, but my own personal hype was built pretty high, and it was still really good. Like I wasn't bored ever or anything. Like I enjoyed it, and I love how gory it is. Like that was pretty cool. And, they were willing to go the extra mile in that sense, but I wasn't ever scared. If that makes sense, I wasn't scared of Candyman. In the first one, I was pretty creeped out. Like a lot of, even Helen, like when she shows up back at the place and finds her new lover, her husband with his new lover, and she like becomes pretty crazy for a second. Like stuff like that you don't really get in this one. Like he has this moment where he's like, "Get away from me," but it's to help her. He's like, I gotta break the mirror, otherwise he's gonna get you. So I don't know. They didn't have that creep factor that the first one had. Like,
I would agree with that.
Yeah, like the mystery of Candyman and like what even is it? What's this guy's intentions? You know, she kept waking up in weird positions and like we're finding out what's happening with her. Whereas in this one, it's like because we have the knowledge of the first one and they're not following any new path, it's like it became very like, all right, what's the next part of the Candyman thing? Like, break him down more, do a murder to make it look like it was him, spread the fear of Candyman. All right, next murder. All right, he's further rotten. We'll kill another person, progress the lore of Candyman.
Yeah, I will say original Candyman, like the story surrounding like our main protagonist, or would she be a protagonist? She's just a character. She's a victim.
Who, Helen?
Yeah, Helen.
Yeah, she's a protagonist. She's a main character.
Yeah, she literally is just trying to do a story, right, on this fucking impoverished community over like some weird, mysterious murder that took place of some weird legend
Right,
thing.
like how folklore can impact, you know, societies and how like different levels of wealth can impact your ability to be molded by that too.
Yeah, I felt like her story, like her decline through the whole thing, much more fucking terrifying. Like, obviously, like homie in the new one kind of has his own like, oh, people think I'm crazy, but I'm seeing these things and they're real. But Helen's shit was like, yo, like I feel bad the whole time.
Well, she played it well too. That she was like, her reactions were very realistic, whereas I felt like he kind of just became crazy very quickly.
Yeah.
And like, even, you know, he gets drunk that first night and instantly becomes an asshole. And so it's almost like, am I supposed to root for this guy? Like, he's kind of a dick. Like, well, fuck you, don't like my pretentious art, you bitch. I put it behind a mirror.
Yo, we got
Fuck you.
DeadVectors, song Chameleon.
I feel like this band's pretty cool. From what I remember, that name sounds familiar.
I don't think I've listened to them.
I feel like somebody showed me this in chat the other week.
What was your takeaway, Zubby? How did you feel about the Candyman?
Yeah, I thought it was sick. I like the original one more, but
Agreed.
yeah, I don't know. I feel like some of the interactions between just like the transformation of Anthony into Candyman, it seemed a little, I don't want to say forced, but it was just like it didn't seem a little forced. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I guess maybe not forced, but like
It didn't
like it just kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like he gets stung at the beginning. Like when was that ever in lore? That like, you know, he wants to take Helen in the first one, which is like ends up becoming very sadistic and like, oh, he lied to her and betrayed her and is gonna just take her and the baby anyway. That's pretty fucked up. But in this one, it's just like, you gonna come on, buddy? Like,
Yeah.
come be a Candyman with me. Which I feel like that's important for like the racial themes they were going for, you know, like the racial indifference and like the system of oppression, like it being throughout cycles of people and generations. I feel like that was kind of the main point at the end, showing all of the Candymen together. Like it keeps happening, you know, like there's a need for Candyman or these types of lores so that it makes up for the actual evils in the world. But it's like Don't Breathe 2, where they're almost like making the villain like a cool guy. You know, it's like I was scared of Candyman in the first one. In the second one, I'm almost like, hey, what's up, G? Like, good killing out there, dog.
Yeah.
Like that was tight.
There was definitely some like Dark Knight Rises energy.
Yeah,
like,
which I don't want from Candyman. He kept killing people that were bad, and that in like the first one, you know, this innocent woman gets her baby stolen, her Rottweiler gets decapitated, and then she gets fucking hatcheted in the arm. Like that's pretty
Dude,
intense.
I will
Let's be
say
fair, those fucking girls in the bathroom.
I was literally just about to say
brutal.
that one was.
Yeah, but they were bullies, so you didn't like them. So like everyone who deserved to die in movie sense died.
That's fair.
Like they bullied that black girl at the beginning. She was like I don't even want to be here. This fucking sucks. And then she was in the hallway being rude. And then even the other friends are all bitchy and rude to each other. So it's like no one in that room that dies is likable. Like they introduce a bullied girl and she's the witness. Like if she got killed too, then it'd be like, whoa, that's kind of savage, but like nobody likable died.
Yeah.
The art guy was a fucking asshole, and then the by proxy girlfriend that supported him being an asshole, and then the pretentious art director who's really rude to him. Like literally everyone that ever wronged him gets murked. And in Helen's situation, her best friend gets killed in front of her and she gets framed for it. Like there's a lot more psychological terror where it's like Anthony doesn't have any responsibilities. His girlfriend takes care of everything, so he kind of could just wander around the state like losing his mind all day and nobody kept tabs on him. She's like, okay, be at that dinner at 10 p.m. and he's like, okay. And then he disappeared for a whole day and no one knew where he was or cared. So like stuff like that makes the wait a little less, frightening, but I don't want to like disparage the movie because I did enjoy it, but I just think when like we can't just reward movies all the time for being like better than bad movies, like God, what's a good example of that? Like that fucking Don't Breathe 2. Like people are like, it's not that bad. Like that's a horrible defense for like liking a movie is that it's not that bad.
Yeah, no, I absolutely agree. Yeah.
But Candyman is not one of those movies. I think it's enjoyable. I think if you like the originals, you'll love this one. It's just it's not the next big thing. Dude, also the Jordan Peele thing's a little weird, right? Feels a little weird.
He just produced it. He didn't.
Yeah, he
direct it.
produced it and he helped write it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I looked it up after, and he helped to write the screenplay, but he didn't direct it at all.
Yeah, which is
I'm okay with it. Who directed it, Zubby?
the other
remember.
co-writer.
Yeah,
Whoever wrote it.
There's 3 co-writers,
Oh shit!
and
I thought there's only 2.
one of them directed it. One was Jordan Peele, and then I don't remember the other one.
But yeah, either way, I felt like it was. Maybe that was just my misunderstanding, but I felt like it was promoted as like this is the next Jordan Peele movie.
I had the same feeling behind it.
Not like, oh yeah, you sat in on some writers' rooms and gave money to it. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Makes me curious what it would have been like if he did actually direct it.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to see. But still, it looked really cool, man. There was a lot of sweet shots in that movie.
Yeah,
Which I
was
enjoyed.
sick.
I like the opening's really cool. I was wondering how they were gonna, because the original Candyman has that fucking sweet like the bees coming out swarming the city,
Oh,
and it's
dude,
like, oh
yeah.
god, this is kind of like.
The opening monologue is just sinister as fuck.
And then the new one they do the like upside down city with the clouds and like that looks pretty cool. I really liked how that
That was a
looked.
sick shot.
It reminded me of what's that dude's name? Who's the dude who made Doctor Sleep?
Wait. It's not Stanley Kubrick.
No, that's the original. That's
yeah,
Shining.
I literally just
He did
watched.
another.
rewatched
He's
that
done a
movie.
couple like bigger horror movies. David Eckert. No, that's the Robert Eckert. That's the Lighthouse guy. What's his name? He's got one of those names. You're like, oh yeah, that's right.
Mike Flanagan.
Yeah, that's it.
Man, what
Mike
if your
Flanagan.
last name was Flanagan?
Then you'd better get to drinking Guinness.
Man, it was pretty sick that fucking Obi-Wan Kenobi was like
Dead.
Yeah,
the
I was
whole
really
time.
stoked on that.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, all of the Star Wars happened with Obi-Wan Kenobi being dead.
Look at this unforgiving picture of Stephen King.
He looks like a skeleton. You can see inside his brain.
Yeah, his nose is literally like it. It looks like it's just flat.
Yeah, it looks like it's just 2 holes. You can't even see the tip of his nose.
That's so fucking mean
Yeah,
of you guys.
I don't think I've ever seen a picture of him before.
Yo, favorite Stephen King movie?
I don't think I've seen one.
Well, that's a big
No, okay.
question.
I've seen it.
I've ever seen one. Favorite Stephen King? He's got so many movies, dude. Holy shit.
I know. It's hard to pick. For a while, I was always going with Misery because I just loved the story itself.
classic.
It's really creepy and it's very real in that sense. But I mean, recently, like I've kind of been leaning a little bit with fucking Moonlight Man movie. Why can't I?
Gerald's Game.
Gerald's Game. Yeah,
Dude, that's one of my. Yeah, that's probably one of my favorite movies by him.
Isn't that weird
Well,
how
not
like
by him, but the story's by him. Obviously, the book. It's based off of a book by him. He has nothing to do
Dude,
with the movie.
I think the only one I've actually seen is it.
You've seen part 1 and 2?
Only one.
That's fine.
it's all good.
You
all good.
You don't need to see part 2.
But I want to see Stranger Kids thing grown up.
Stranger Kids.
Stranger Kids.
Dude, I heard a really funny comment about the Stranger Things, just the show in general, about Will's character. How that kid is like the main crux of the show and he's the least famous.
Yeah,
it's
right?
like the whole reason that show has like a problem in every season, and he's
That's
still
funny.
least famous of those kids.
I wonder if it's because he has the least screen time because of that.
Honestly, probably,
Yeah.
Is that he doesn't have like the crowd favorites. Like, I don't even know if I like Will. He's just always in trouble.
Well, yeah, he was.
Sick all the time.
Yeah.
Yo, we got Monasteries. I'm gonna butcher
Oh, they have new
the name.
stuff?
Yoroguma Yakai? I don't know. Fuck it.
That was great.
I think it's
Sorry,
Yokai.
fake fan, everyone. Yeah,
Jorogumo
I never really honestly fucked with Monasteries super heavy, but
even
there
heard
was
of them.
something about this song that kind of
They're
drew
like
my attention.
technical deathcore.
Okay.
It's like if Ocean's 8 Alaska was a deathcore band, kind of.
Oh.
And they're just like chaotically all over the place, but it's, clearly on purpose. Lyrics, just a bunch of E's.
Yo, what's your take on this band, Abby?
I've always thought that they were interesting, but not like I have a couple of their songs in a playlist, but it's not a band that I'm like constantly going back to listen to. It's more of a band I show people where I'm like, hey, you heard this band? This band's pretty wild. It's a unique experience. It does deathcore a little more on like I said, that technical like progressive side of things, which is cool to hear in deathcore rather than just like I feel like Distant is the perfect example of like deathcore being stale but cool, where it's like
Yeah,
this is kind of boring but it's good, where like this keeps my interest more in that type of veil.
Oh yeah. No, I absolutely agree. There's like a certain point when you're just like, okay, I'm done. Like, I don't think this is awful, but like,
Yeah, it just like that type of heavy does it like plateaus, I think.
exactly, yeah.
Like it's what I can only hear. Yeah, it's just like, all right, guys, you can be heavy without having giant pauses between each punch.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, no, I just feel like sometimes listening to deathcore, like I feel like I don't know what I'm looking for. All I know is like what I don't like, if it's been overdone, I don't know.
Yeah,
It's gotta creep me out almost, like honestly.
it's got to make you do the face.
The face.
That was right. It was okay.
The slowdown. I'm here for it.
Dude, yeah, this band's sick.
It's that motherfucking machine gun breakdown, homie.
Machine gun the breakdown killie. Oh, the slow creeping with that.
See,
Yeah, this is cool.
I am here for this. It's simple, but it's a treat. It's a sweet little treat from me.
True. You guys got any anticipated releases coming up?
For music or movies?
Either. Why not? I was talking about music, but either or.
Honestly, no. I don't have anyone that I'm like, yo, this fucking band's putting out a record and I'm so hyped about it. And like, I don't think that's. I don't know what it is. It's just like I'm looking for something new, and if it comes my way, it's gonna come my way, and then I'm gonna become obsessed with it, like I do everything, I'm waiting for it at this point. It's a new environment right now. It's like a singles culture.
Dude, I'm hyped for whenever Polyphia starts putting out new music.
Oh, that'd be cool. That'd be very sick.
I
Do
feel
you think they're gonna be able to like hold it down, or do you think they're gonna start
Oh,
like?
definitely.
Yeah.
Tim, that's the cool thing about like being an instrumental player versus like a vocalist is that like vocally you like could run out of shit to write about before it gets like played out, but with guitar, like your creativity, it's like a learning curve for like a character, like this character's learning curve is like up here because you can just do so many different things with guitar, and as you can see with Tim, he's able to like push the envelope of what that thing can do. So yeah, I think that Polyphia still's got a lot.
Man, he's gotta have like no life.
Oh, definitely,
definitely
no.
not.
If you're that good at guitar, you don't get to have a life.
Yeah.
You don't get to be that good if you're out there fucking hanging out with people on the weekends. You're producing your shit like,
Honestly,
constantly.
honestly.
I'm also hyped for This Wild Life album to come out.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Do you guys hear the singles that came out?
Yeah, I have actually.
Dude, very
We
sick.
changing gears? We looking up this wildlife for now?
Dude, yeah.
Let's go for
Fuck
it.
around.
Uh,
I like the new
Literally the
direction they're going.
sleepwalk.
the new
What is it called?
There's several of them.
Well, give me one. Oh, you
type-
don't. Fake fan.
Do If It's Cool With You.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go.
this video is cool.
Yeah, the video is very sick.
Alaska. We're getting an
What
ad
are you
for
gonna ask me?
Alaska right now, and this beautiful humpback whale.
Paid for by Alaska.
Yo,
Yeah,
that's the first
weird.
thing
What
you
the
see
fuck?
when you get off the plane.
How do you-
Whales jumping out of the water?
Visit
How do you
southeastalaska.com.
get an ad for like a state? Is that allowed?
I think it was for because you have to travel to Alaska like through air or boat.
Oh, okay.
So I think it was a travel company ad, like
Gotcha.
Alaska. You know this like that's what we do as a business is we take you to and from Alaska. Hey, where were they during 30 Days of Night? Am I right? Am I right?
Yeah, this is This Wildlife. If it's cool with you, I'm cool with being through.
That is the most This Wildlife name of a song ever, too. By the way.
It's a song reference to another band, but I forget the band.
Do you guys think as you've progressed as a fucking human being, do you think you prefer the softer shit versus like the heavier shit? Because I feel like
I don't prefer either over
It's a
the other.
healthy mix.
a
Yeah.
mix. Okay.
Yeah, it depends on music for me has always been about how I'm feeling on the day. It's never about like, do I listen to this more than this? It's solely dependent on how I'm feeling that day.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, my vibe can change. You know, I listen to so much different type of shit. So when I'm seeking something out, it's really, it's just mood dependent. Even the weather can affect what I want to listen to. You know, if it's a nice summer day, like I'll be more inclined to put on jams like this, like windows down, no top, convertible type of vibes. And you're just like, I just want to skip down the sidewalk type of music.
Honestly, yeah. No,
Yeah. Versus like heavy, I'm not trying to daytime drive to like breakdowns, you know? Like it's not really my vibe.
Yeah, I don't know. There's something about me. Like what I seek for in music right now is it's either got to be like the most emo shit ever, or it's got to be fucking banger like I'ma kill you type shit. Like,
I'm gonna kill you.
that, I don't know. That or smoking music is the way I describe it. You know, something that like I guess I don't know.
Brings out that sorrow,
Yeah,
that somber energy.
yeah.
I feel that. Yeah, this is one thing I've realized about myself recently is that I've never been a fan of ballads. Like that's just not really my scene.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm the same way, honestly.
I just get bored listening to ballads. Like I'm also not sad in that type of way. You know, where
Oh,
like
yeah, no.
ballads are necessary.
No, we all have different like experiences in this life, homie. Like,
Yeah.
I totally get it. And if anyone ever gave you a hard time for not liking ballads, like, homie, you like ballads.
Best comeback ever.
like,
Bro, you about to get aggro with me on ballads right now?
I get it. Meatloaf was cool in the '80s, but like, let's be real. Like, you love Meatloaf, or do you love that one song?
Yo, fuck.
Like,
Oh man, that's a good point.
yo, favorite classic rock metal band?
Oh,
Dude, fucking Dio.
Dio? That's a good one.
I love Dio, man.
I respect that.
Dio's honestly, yeah. Dio was one of those like ones that I didn't realize how much I was influenced by until like much later in my life. I was like, yo, these are Dio songs? I listened to these like all the time when I was younger. Obviously Pick a Destiny, dude. Like the amount of times I've watched that Kickapoo part specifically, dude, when Dio comes in, it's like, sure.
Yeah, Dio was a real fucking rock star, man.
Yeah,
like,
he was a rocker, dude.
There's videos of, I think it was one of the dudes from Jackass back in the day. They were pranking him. It was before Jackass. They were pranking him by doing like a shitty interview or something, or just asking him things that they knew would piss him off.
Right.
And
That's so
yeah,
weird.
Dio is literally just like, yo, fuck you. I'm not doing this interview. Like
love
he's
that.
being real, you know.
I love that shit.
I'm here for that shit. That's what I seek out in music now. You know, like
Yeah.
I want
Not
to
people
know who
playing
you
the
are.
game. It's a real, the real artistry. Like of that's that guy and that's how he feels versus someone who's like, yeah, we're just trying to like really, just like do what's right. And it's like, shut the fuck up. People don't talk like that, bro. You're doing your news fucking face right now. This is how I think you want me to talk. This is how my PR team told me to talk. This isn't how I feel actually.
Yo, I'm gonna be honest. That shit. Yeah, that's a fucking mood, Zubby.
Yeah, I like
Dude,
that.
Good
Song
recommend.
slaps.
Yeah.
The whistles too. Hey, can we talk about how much I dislike the new sleep token?
Dude, yeah.
Oh yeah. You know, I'm gonna torture
I'm sad.
you.
I'm still sad about that.
Dude,
Okay,
it's
we're
fine.
gonna get crucified for this, y'all.
I don't. That's fine.
fine.
I've been a huge Sleep Token fan up
bro-
until this new song.
But bro,
The
yeah.
production, dude. The production. You don't get it, dude. The production is like the craziest thing. It's a boring song.
What was it? It was the love you want, right?
Yeah, it wasn't Alkaline. Alkaline was a good song.
Agreed. That's what I'm saying. Everything up until this song has
Yeah.
been very sick. And also, I don't think
Sleep
he's ever
Token, the
sang.
love you want.
He's never sang more cursive than he does in this song.
Yeah.
Intro. Oh, you don't know. Sorry, boy. What are you even saying, dude? Trying to sell me milk?
Also, what would you say your classic metal band is, Jebby?
Mine, it honestly.
Slayer.
No, I never. I like Slayer, but it was kind of a miss for me. My classic.
Wait, are we talking more like just metal in general, or do you mean more like hair metal kind of
I would
vibes?
throw Slayer in that mix because Slayer was around late 80s.
If we're just talking general metal, I'd have to say Metallica for sure.
Metallica, that makes sense. I would say probably Judas Priest.
Judas Priest slaps.
I never actually listened to Judas Priest or Iron Maiden growing up. Those were the two bands that like the iconic metal bands that I just missed. I think I know like 2 or 3 songs by Iron Maiden because they have like the Trooper song.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. I know that song, and then they wrote 2 Minutes to Midnight or some shit like that, right? Is that them?
I'm sorry, I was sleeping. The
Yeah.
music put me to sleep.
Jebby had that on fucking back burner. Honestly though, dude, this is some shit my grandma fucking cooms to at church.
Dude, no, this is just Imagine Dragons for metalcore kids.
Yeah, this was Imagine Dragons if they knew what headless guitars were. Like, I get why you would like this, but dude, that's so
Dude, this
boring
sounds
to
like
me.
music that'd be on like a medicine commercial.
Dude, for real.
Cymbalta.
Do
it
do
would
your
be an
hemorrhoids
anti-
act up in church?
It would be an antidepressant.
Dude, for real. The production's great. I've never actually watched this music video. This video is cool
Video's
as fuck.
super cool.
Oh yeah, they
I
got
mean, this
that
band's
fucking-
obviously talented. This song's just fucking super slow and boring.
Are they talented or rich?
Both.
both? Talented
Yeah,
and rich.
let's talk about that, y'all. This is a new fucking ecosystem in regards to who's fucking coming up and who's not getting a fucking chance at all. Because let's be real, some people just gotta fucking survive out there. I feel like right now, where culture is with everything, I feel like we are seeing rich people kind of just take over everything. Like they're the ones that have all the access to technology. They can fucking afford the ads, and if you can afford the ads, you control like the fucking brains of the fucking kids, you know. And if you have kids watching your shit because you've taken all the attention away, boom. This is the world we're living in now. It's like we want to see these underdogs. Everyone wants that fucking story, but realistically, it's like how do you find music now? You find it either on Spotify. Or you find it on YouTube through music videos or like Facebook ads or something, you know?
How much marketing has become involved in art is definitely changed its integrity, for sure.
It really kind of just took me out of my love for music a little bit, truthfully.
Dude, I totally
Yeah.
get that. That's like when, I don't know if anybody can relate, if like when I used to play card games all the time, me and my homie Zesty and I talked about this too. Like, we always were like, don't buy the card that you want. Don't just outright buy. Like, don't buy to play, you know, or buy to win or whatever. And then when that started happening, you'd go to tournaments and you're like, dude, how do you have every fucking rare card that you need for this online one-shot combo. Like
Right.
your fucking parents just paid $300 for you to have this cool deck.
Everything
it
is
literally
rigged.
ruined the entire experience because now there's just kids who don't know how to strategize or play the game buying insta-win decks.
Little Billy loves
Yeah,
Pokemon, but your
absolutely.
fucking bitch dad bought every card in Walmart.
Right, yeah, straight,
And now
exactly.
he's like the king of this shit.
Yeah, that stuff sucks, but that's honestly just consumerism, right? It's
Yeah,
just-
it's a weird time though, honestly. And
At the end
it's
of the
probably
day,
just
they
weird
don't-
because we're more aware of it because we have social media
Yeah,
to show
that's
us
fair.
that this is a common thing versus before you're just like, you don't think about it because you're like, this is probably just a unique thing I'm dealing with. But now you could be like, oh no, this is a worldwide problem.
no, honestly though, yeah, it's
What were you going to add, Zebby?
I don't
Some
remember.
Z's to the end of that song.
Yeah, I fell asleep while those ended.
yeah. Okay, so it just popped up.
Yeah, I'd sing this to my grandma for sure.
yeah. Okay, real quick, let's
Grandma
talk.
might sing it to you.
Yeah, no.
Heard this new Sleep Token song?
Okay, all right. No. We're changing it up. We're going. I haven't seen this one yet. It's Spiritbox. I know.
You haven't seen
fucking-
Circle with me?
I haven't
This is a much
seen-
older one.
I haven't
She
seen
played their
this.
newest one.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
an even newer one out.
Okay, call me a hater, but like,
You're a hater.
is it possible?
Yeah.
Is it possible to not like Spiritbox?
Yeah.
You're fucking lying, dude.
No, dude.
No. I mean,
Yeah, you can not like them.
you can not like any music.
Yeah, you can do it with any band. See, that's the thing. Is like when people ask me my guilty pleasures, I go, I ain't a scared pussy. I like what I like.
Yeah.
I don't have a guilty pleasure. I'll listen to whatever makes me feel like I want to listen to it. So yeah, that's something people got to get over rather than like.
I don't know. For
Why do
me,
you like that?
it's the evolution that has transpired with Spiritbox for me. Like when I first found them, I was like, yo, this shit is sick. This shit is fucking fire, homie. I'm here for this. Production's tight, music's tight. It's something different. But then I don't know. Maybe it's
Jabby's just a hater, bro.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a hater. I'm-
some traction. I'm
but this is our responsibility to hold
No,
artists accountable. You know.
What
They-
if
they
accountable for
definitely-
what though? They're really good. I feel like this is one of the few bands that has worked their way up the ladder. They had a super slow burn after they left. You know, I wrestled a bear once and had like the Mara effect and shit. Like they were doing like EPs and singles for probably like 6 plus years before that High Roller song came out. So like even after doing I Wrestled a Bear Once for as long as they did and not killing it, and then finally getting traction, it's like, cool, good for them. They're talented people. It's definitely surprising, and a lot of it I think has to do with dudes that are like, bro, girl, do scream fuck. Because the amount of comments I get that are like, bro, you like Courtney? Thoughts? You like Ginger? Go ahead, tell us. Tell us why you like the woman screamer. It's like, I get it, bro. It's cool to have. Hello?
I'll be broke the fucking microphone.
Maybe.
He was spitting too hard of facts.
Exactly. There is obviously something to be said about people overhyping things because of like their fantasy, you know, of like a lot of sweaty metal dudes like to be like, yo, babe, do a scream. That's what I like. Now I have a chance. But
I
but
think
this band is sick, I
think
would
that-
argue.
I think the reason why I kind of have a little bit of resentment, if I can just be real, if I could like have a little bit of humility about the situation, is like I feel like there are just certain artists that become invincible. Like they're the character, whoever it is. It's just like I feel like I could go to a party and every single person there, if I said Spiritbox, they'd be like, "Oh yeah, I fuck with Spiritbox, bro." Like fuck, but like without having like an actual opinion about anything, honestly.
Yeah, that's a really good point actually when you say it like that.
Yeah.
God, dude.
Just,
Like-
I finally fixed it and then I did that. Yeah, I like that point a lot because that is definitely something that needs to be brought up. The difference between what we were talking about and that type of attitude of like, yeah, people constantly being like, "Well, do you like it?" Like,
Me too. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, you do? Okay,
let
okay,
me
yeah, me too, me
base
too, me
my
too.
response completely
Yeah.
off of how you
right.
tell me whether or not you fuck with this artist. or
Yeah,
not.
okay, I agree with what you're talking about. Spiritbox is one of those bands in that sense where if you were in a room of people and you were the one that was like, I don't really like this band, everyone would be like, what? And not just accept that you don't like it.
Absolutely.
I agree with you on that. It's almost like Sleep Token with what we were just saying a second ago about not being every time I've said that, people are like, dude, you just don't get it. The production, bro.
I'm gonna throw another
the
band.
songwriting.
Since I'm a hater, I'm gonna throw another band in this fucking.
Hit us
hat.
with it.
Architects for me was another one of those bands. Like I love Architects, man, but it just died for me. You know, I understand.
You don't like dad metalcore, dude? What's up?
That's actually a really good description of their new album.
Well, yeah, I don't fucking listen to dad metalcore. I have my own fucking issues.
To be fair, they fucking killed it for 92 albums before they did that. So I'll give them the paycheck
Dude,
now.
I
They
might-
can take the paycheck.
I think I like dad stuff too because I kind of like the new album.
I mean, I liked it, but it's my least favorite thing they've done in a
Right.
decade.
I'm definitely blessed in the sense that I didn't have the huge fan. Ever since the All Our Gods Have Abandoned Us, I just didn't really follow that band too hard.
That's fair.
So when the new album came out, I was like, oh, this is a cool change of pace. I wasn't like, man, the next album better be another sick one like this. So I didn't really have that personal letdown of direction.
Mm-hmm.
So I was able to enjoy it a little more from that sense. But calling it data metalcore is the most accurate thing I've ever heard. That is absolutely what that once you become that level of metalcore, you become dad metalcore straight up.
Yeah,
That's so funny.
I'm not hating.
Of Mice and Men's in that in
100%.
that dad metalcore category,
100%.
where they're almost thrash now.
Yeah, I'm not hating just to hate. It's just it's just not what I'm looking for in music, and I feel going back to the whole invincible people in metal right now that you can't talk shit about. I feel like they fall under that category because it's everyone can agree. Architects had fucking solid, sick, good records.
Criticize rather, not so much talk shit, but
yeah. I don't know. It's just where I'm at. Me personally, I truthfully have a hard time connecting to this music right now. You know.
Yeah.
It's just not who I am.
It feels very fabricated and eggshell.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Exactly.
everyone's kind of creating music through a lens that isn't their true self. You know, it almost feels like
everyone's
people
got
are,
9 producers on a song now.
Dude, yeah. Honestly, that's the new craze is just hiring. Going back to what Justin said about being able to just buy your way into success in this sense. You can literally,
Bro,
hey,
I fucking worked for this, bro. You see this watch, dude? Fucking.
bro, I used to work at a pizza place. You know how hard that is?
Yo, have you guys heard of there's this new band called Lorna Shore?
Who's that?
Yeah.
Who?
I don't know. Austin.
Who's that?
Have you listened to
Hey, Justin, could you do the thing? Can you do the snarl at the end? Yeah.
Yo. Dude, that was
man.
fucking crazy.
Yeah, this is Lorna Shore is an interesting thing, man. I don't know. I think it just goes to show what controversy can do for you. Honestly,
Yeah.
this was a band that people liked and had traction, no doubt. People were into this group, but
Oh, yeah.
the CJ thing happened, and then people were dying to know who the next guy was going to be. And so when it came out, and it was I don't want to say groundbreaking because it's not, but it is new to a younger audience of deathcore kids, I think.
Yes, I
And
understand
I think
completely
that
what you're
that's
saying.
100% why this EP has blown up the way it has, because there's a lot of newer people into deathcore that have never experienced blackened deathcore stuff like this.
Yeah.
And also, Will Ramos' addition, he's a terrific vocalist, and he has a super good control of his fry, has a really good range with it. But if you were actively have been in this genre and the scene, what he does in Into the Hellfire, for example, is very much akin to what has been going on in deathcore for a long time. So it's to people who have been in the scene for a while, it feels weird watching that blow up because it's stuff that's been done before. But to a new group of kids, it's an amalgamation of everything that we liked in deathcore into this new sounds, so I think it makes total sense, but it's not something that I particularly am stoked on, because I've heard Lorna Shore's old stuff, and I know how fucking cool and how awesome this band is. So seeing them do stuff that I've already heard them and other bands do was a bit bummerish. But I do gotta say, this song specifically is, I think, the redemption for me from this album. I really liked how like symphonic, and this one feels different. Like obviously they do the blast beaty thing because drummer got a flex, but this band is did show a lot of prowess in this in the EP in general. I think it shows that they're still very big titans in the genre, and they're going to continue to make their mark. But I would definitely, I don't like saying the word overhyped or overrated or whatever, but Into the Hellfire definitely is not my favorite song. I don't know why that, other than like the generational gap and like what you said. I think that helps a lot, is that people come in and go, this is really cool, and then everyone goes, yeah, like first I don't want to be the guy that says this isn't cool. And so that kind of like echo chambers into this huge thing. But I don't know, it's cool too, because it's really sick to see a deathcore band get 500,000 views per music video and then 4 million views on the big one. Like, that's huge for the genre. So in that sense, very happy and very excited that there's that type of audience for stuff like this. And it makes me, I don't know, I guess hopeful for other genres going forward, that you can, that there is like a singularity you hit at a certain point where things almost reset themselves. Like even now we're getting into this era where like a lot of old school classic breakdowns are coming out, and like the old type of like, oh, that's a big breakdown. Like
things are beginning to recycle themselves.
Exactly, yeah. And with that, you almost can be more creative. Like you get the, like this is older deathcore and black and deathcore, but because of Will's new age approach to vocals, it gives you a new thing you haven't heard before. So whereas like, sure, Dickie Allen's been doing this type of vocal style for years, Infinite Annihilator is so much different from Lorna Shore that it's a completely different experience, so I absolutely
makes
get
it
it.
a lot more accessible for people too.
Yeah, I agree 100%. Because Infinite Annihilator is one of the least accessible bands I could think of.
I hear your sentiment, and I think it's very apparent to me that we are not by any means talking shit on Lorna Shore.
No, it's just like an observation of
absolutely
the current state of things.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, Lorna Shore is sick in their own right.
They've earned where they're at. Like, let's just make that clear. And no doubt saying that it's a fluke that they're where they're at.
But yeah, let's be real. Like, kids, you gotta chill. Like, if you liked Lorna Shore because of the on TikTok, like, if that's your only opinion of Lorna Shore, like,
do the noise.
I challenge you to listen to more music. That's my only thing.
Dude, straight up. I agree, yeah. But, yeah, again, if you're new to that and you're a kid and you're like, oh my god, it's the Call of Duty zombie noise,
I was
bro.
gonna say, to be fair, like, stuff like that is how a band like this blows up, though, is like a little snippet of people being like, wait, what the fuck was that? For people that have never heard it.
Yeah, dude, and that's such a good point, too, Zach, that music did become like that for a while and still is, where it's like, hey, you just hear that one part in that 5-minute song, dude?
Yeah, right.
That was so cool.
Well, yeah, it's because, like, looping back to what we were talking about earlier, people's attention spans are the size of a fucking peanut.
Yeah.
So it's like, the 1 2-second part was kind of sick.
What about the rest? I don't really remember.
Yeah.
Dude, okay, speaking of forgettable bands that are trying to do that thing, Justin, you should pull up the new Filth track.
Yo, I was literally listening to them.
I didn't even know they put out a new song.
Good. I have Filth merch. Okay, I used to be a big fan of this band. I'm so disappointed in this new song. NIHILIST, cool name.
Okay.
First of all caps, NIHILIST.
Let's
sick,
look at
bro.
this thumbnail. Look at that thumbnail.
It's just like a still from the music video.
I have not heard this song, but this has got to be. It's better be some fucking G shit. Let's be real.
It's not.
That's the vibes I'm getting from this. So.
The lyrics, Justin. This is, dude. I trust me, I get it. Deathcore is not the hill to die on for cool lyrics. I get it. But when bands can actively be cool as shit with good lyrics, like, if you can be as heavy as Strangled and still somehow make me feel like bad about you, like, because you're so good at writing your hate and anger out, like, that's awesome. But like, this just feels like some of the most, like, homie was in a fucking Halo lobby writing lyrics. Like,
all right.
Dude, it's a bummer. Dude, these lyrics suck. It literally feels like what Franz got famous from, like the shock vocals and
really?
lyrics, you know, like "suck my fuck, idiot," like
Okay.
"I'm gonna wipe my ass with my money, you loser," like that type of,
Oof.
you know, like shock.
Yeah, it's literally just shock value.
Yeah, dude,
no substance to
Doing
it.
that in 2021 when you're not a big band, also on top of that, like come on, bro, like this is just not the play. This is not what I want to see from this band that had such promise in the age of like Falsifier and shit. And then to just do bad release after bad release since then is a big bummer to me.
Yo, this is Filth, song Nihilist. Yeah, no, I'm really glad you're bringing that up, like paying attention to the lyrics anyways.
Yeah.
This is something I kind of wanted to talk about also, that I've noticed being a musician as long as I have, and it's really like, I don't know what it is, but it's so interesting to me, like how you, depending on what you seek out in music, or what instrument you play, that completely dictates like what you're seeking for in music, or how you listen to music. Like,
Right.
I remember
What you're more critical of. Or?
I remember when I first started getting into rap. I was listening to rap with you. We were driving in my little tiny smart car, and I was trying to listen to the lyrics, like, because that's fucking rap, right?
Right.
I was having a hard time, but you picked up every fucking word, and there's like certain consistencies that you like could piece together, or like with the flow, that I just like, my brain is not like prepared to
Paying
handle that
attention to
payload,
that,
you know?
right. Mm-hmm. That makes sense, yeah.
And then like I can't help but like think about, I guess, the way that I've always listened to music, and it's always been kind of just like yeah, I'll pay attention more to the guitars, you know, or just like the, I don't know, like drummers even. Drummers, like,
Dude,
they listen to drummers.
Imagine how bored you'd be in this song if you were just paying attention to the guitar. Bars. That's such a like entry-level deathcore rhyme scheme, by the way. Just any word that ends with shun, and then writing it like caution, desperation, exhaustion. Like I hear that all the time in deathcore, rhyming desperation with anything. Motherfucker!
I'll be real though, like Filth back in the day, they killed it live. No.
That's not even the worst one.
What the fuck?
Hey, he hit us with a suck my fucking dick. Hell yeah. Nice.
Wait, what did he say? The what of you?
The sight of you makes me sick. Cool. Suck my fucking dick, bro. The sight of you makes me sick.
Dude, yeah, when I hear shit like that, like, I
It's
don't know,
cringe.
man. Yeah, I like instantly. I'm just like, I don't care.
This is-
Whatever you
yeah.
follow this up with, I don't care.
It was hardly
Like,
cool
for
when
real.
it was not cool when Amir did it. Now it's still not cool. Like, even when I was 16, I was like, that guy just say I want to watch you suck his dick. The fuck? A little weird.
No, I get it, man. Yeah, it's
It's
it's weird to see
just
people.
so boring.
It's weird to see people like take a step back in this sense. I guess, you know, because like I fucked with Filth for a while, you know, but like this is like, for me, this feels like they're going the Attila route. Like,
Yeah,
honestly.
100%. I don't know. I think he already said it, but maybe it's here. Oh, wait a second. I don't know if he said my favorite line yet.
I
Say
feel like
it.
we got brought up. Perhaps.
Fuck your fucking face, Zach. That's what he did. That's what he just said.
Dude,
He said,
bars.
"Fuck your fucking face."
Bars.
Cool, bro. Are you kidding me? Fuck your
Dude, I
fucking
was just
face.
gonna say-
Suck my fucking dick and fuck your fucking face, bro. Can I get
I
a
was
shirt
gonna
that
say,
says that
the-
whole thing? Suck my fucking dick, fuck your fucking face.
The equivalent of like the fuck your fucking face, dick sucking or whatever. Like the equivalent of that. It's like
fucking
the Rick Lax effect of like the pee pee pooper.
Bringing
You know
it back
how,
to
you
the
know how
fucking
easy it
man
is
also.
to write a line like that.
Right, yeah. That's the
It's
most...
so low effort.
For real, that's like a 12-year-old getting frustrated. Like, shut up, douche nozzle. Fuck your face, bro.
Dude, I totally the Halo lobby energy from that.
See, I told it wasn't that so accurate, bro. Just in a Halo lobby,
homie was
just
about to get a kill-tacular and died. Fuck your fucking face!
Would you suck my fucking dick, bro? You're not even. You're carried by sniper hit lag, bro. Fuck you.
Yo.
If your fucking frames were higher, Sticky Grade would have missed if you saw it on my fucking screen, dude. You loser. Suck my dick, bro. Jeez, okay, chill. Like, this is a song?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's just that was a hard miss for me.
Especially when you're in like a fucking infinity room like every other ass band ever, and you're like, bro, fuck you, loser. Like, you're in the every band room.
Yeah, I was gonna say that strikes me as like I'm surprised, like, because that band's been around for like years.
Right? How
to
could
come
that
out
be
with
a
that is-
senior release? Like, that's something you do on your first listen of first release of a band. Like, that's when you say, "Oh, you're ignorant, suck my dick" lyrics.
Listen, we fuck with you, Filth, but like it's just
Not that new song.
It feels like a step like in the wrong direction. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
Yeah,
be real.
I feel like we all fucked with Filth pretty hard. Like,
I'm not gonna throw away my filth hat, like, but I'm disappointed in your lack of growth.
How ironic, isn't it? The band named Filth inevitably became
Filthy.
what they
You filthy mouth boys, watch it out.
dirty.
What's this band? This is the Betraying the Martyrs band, right?
Yeah, so
This is like
56,
this
yeah.
is the band that went, yo, Dealer broke up.
yeah.
Let's just do that.
No, they fucking they listened to fucking Corpse once and they were like, yo, this is the fucking vibe.
Fuck me if you
Yeah.
fuck me when you fuck me with the lights on when you fuck me.
I'm abusing my grandma's prescription. Yeah.
Why does that make sense?
Dude, it cokehead energy. It's just
I'm abusing my grandma's prescription. Honestly, that'd be a hard call out in like a rap song if you just were like, yo, man, I'm fucking abusing my grandma's prescription.
the song yeah, this band 1056 period. Song's called Boy.
Yeah, I bet if your eyes were closed, you would be like, no, this is Dealer. I've heard this.
I will say this. I kind of like it.
yeah, I feel like it's different enough from Dealer for me to
I disagree.
be jamming.
You don't fuck with it?
Oh, okay, to be jamming. No, I was
Yeah.
just saying that it just, I don't know, man. It's really hard to get into a song when I can just see them being like handing a producer a flash drive. I mean, like, I want to sound like this.
Okay.
Like, that bums me out.
All right.
I just think of like new MGK when that shit happens.
Yeah.
Of like guy that walked into a studio and told more talented people to write him what he wanted.
Wait,
Yeah.
so is this all of Betraying the Martyrs or just the vocalists?
I have no idea.
It's just the
honestly.
vocalist, I believe.
Okay.
But I might be wrong in that sense. Yeah, I don't know. My thing, if you're gonna go this route, if you're gonna be this hard fucking, I don't know, just sad boy that's also like, just, I don't know, some Amir shit, you know? Like, it's got that energy behind it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a hard ass that probably does do a lot of fucking drugs and shit, and I just fucking am doing this life. This is my lifestyle. If you're gonna go that route, straight up, you're gonna have to make me like, you're gonna have to convince me that you're gonna be able to like defend yourself when I'm beating your fucking ass. Like, let's be real.
Bro, you wouldn't even stop me if I was intercoursing with your mom.
Oh, dude, I totally forgot the first time we watched this, we like called out.
Yeah, that part of the song.
No, I don't know if it was that specific part, but like,
There's a couple different parts.
Yeah.
I think. Like it was at the beginning. I think I did the vocal flow that he does, and then there was like a breakdown where somebody like perfectly was like, "This is right here."
yeah, I think he like rolls his eyes back in his head and like, I'm crazy.
I'm fucking cracked at Fortnite face.
Do you guys think this is kind of a curveball? But I think it was because I was like talking about drugs and in the
Wait,
fucking.
did he just have his hands in his mouth?
Yeah, I think he was double finger gagging. He's still doing it.
Do you guys, okay.
He did that in 3 different rooms. He liked it that much that he was like, "Can we get 3 shots of me with my fingers in my throat?"
Yeah, so my question is, do you guys think straight edge is ever going to make its way back to deathcore or metalcore?
I mean, I feel like everything
yeah.
eventually will.
Yeah?
Yeah, for sure metalcore. Like, it already teeters that line. Yeah, deathcore is a little less, because I feel like if you are like in deathcore, you're probably smoking cigarettes at least. Like,
Yeah, that's kind of like, it's bigger than ever, like the whole like aesthetic of I smoke cigarettes. And let me just say this as like a lifelong smoker.
active ciggy boy.
don't fucking smoke cigarettes. It's not cool.
It's not worth
I
it.
hate the fact that I smoke. It's not fun. I feel like shit because of it. And it's like I'm at that point now where it's like, yeah, any day I'm gonna have that moment where it's just like I gotta quit or else I just can't keep doing this shit.
Right. Yeah, this is fine. Like, I don't think I would pursue this out, but if you like this, I wouldn't be like, really?
Yeah, I'm pretty into this, honestly. But I also agree with, like, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like it doesn't
Let's give them a
switch up
let's give them a
enough.
fair
It doesn't
chance.
like it. I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm just biased on this because it just reminds me so much of Dealer, but it doesn't scratch the itch that Dealer does. I think too because I like this dude's vocals a lot, and I've never liked his vocal patterns.
I love Betraying the Martyrs.
I think his vocal patterns have always been lackluster, but he's got a really cool tone to his voice. It's really, I don't know. It's really.
Let's give them a fair
manly
chance.
kinda,
Let's
you know?
listen to another one of their songs. I actually
Oh, I thought they just had the one single.
No, they have a few songs. So
This
going
next
back
one
to
called
the
Girl.
going back to the fucking I abuse my grandma's prescription drugs.
Yeah, of course.
This
We
song,
got him, boys.
Diazepam.
Quote
The
him.
song is called Diazepam. Yeah. Okay. But I actually like the song a little more. I think from my memory of listening to this.
The song was called Choke, Zach. That's why he had his fingers in his throat.
Oh, no, that one's called Boy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. There's something.
Wait.
If you're gonna name
What
your
song was called
Boy,
Choke?
I don't know.
Oh, maybe it was a lyric on screen. Maybe.
See. This is pretty fucking hype.
Yeah,
boys.
Yeah, this is
I'm
cool.
into this.
I like
This band's
this.
pretty sick. I definitely see where
Okay.
all the not getting the itch scratched though.
This one's a lot.
This
cooler.
one
So
a
it's
lot more than the last
Yeah,
song.
this
though.
intro's very. It's got that Amir intro, like that fat fucking Josh Travis type of riffage.
I will say this about this band. Something that I really like is the fact that they're one of these new bands that I feel like really captures that like unnatural guitar like sound. Like it's a guitar that's being sampled or played or whatever, but it's being affected a specific way that gives it its own very unique sound. Like you can hear, if you're really paying attention to, like, for instance, the bass and the guitars, they're slightly out of tune with each other. And because of that, it's creating this like weird wobbly dissonance that is just naturally heavier. It's just naturally heavier listening to it.
Ooh.
See, it's nasty.
Yeah, this song's way cooler than the last. It's got that disgusting like car bomb.
Oh
too.
yeah.
I am a sucker for the two steps though.
So I was about to say, I think I like this band so much because I'm just a sucker for when like guitarists use like all the weird like whammy kind of vibes, you know.
Yeah.
I'm always into that.
You got to be careful now with the whammy though, everyone. I'm just being real. If you're using that
It'll
whammy,
wham back.
you gotta dial back that wham. It's gonna either make your band or kill it.
How much dedicated wham to the
Same thing with the meow meows. Like if you're bending that string, you gotta be careful.
The diamond construct.
Yeah.
Like that shower is just like, there's no instrument here. It just doesn't do anything. This kind of has that Lotus Eater energy a little bit. Yo, that was a cool shot. He like fell into the chair. Well, that was cool. Looked like he dropped from the ceiling.
Yeah, shit's sick.
Yeah, that song was way cooler than the first one.
Both were sick. That one was significantly better though.
Agreed.
All right, boys. It's getting kind of close to the end of this here podcast. We went a little longer than we naturally anticipated, but I would like to end it on one last band, if I may. This is a band that I've been fucking with for a second. Evil Deathcore is the way I would describe it. Evil, yes.
Evil death.
Every villain is lemons.
Evil woman.
No, this band is called Divisive, and I'm trying to figure out which song I want to play by them. Oh God, I'm not even spelling it right. Hang on, let me go to my fucking. I gotta find it down here. I was just listening to it. Let me see. do this thing.
Fuck it.
It is like, it is kind of funny to think about, like, that's the thing. That's what people are like, just naturally like, yo, fucking bars, man. Like, I love
it's because I think a lot of the appeal to metal vocals for like casual listeners is the ability to sound inhuman. So when you do like fried tunnels, that's like one of the times that you'll sound the least like yourself, because that, you know, that sound inherently just sounds creepy. So like when people hear it on a larger scale, they get excited about it, even though it's a technique that's been beaten to the ground by underground deathcore to like the mainstream who have never heard that sound before are like, yo, what the fuck? Metal vocalists are getting crazy.
Yeah, I just decided to play the fucking album because I feel like this intro is actually pretty powerful.
That's how people be like on my TikTok streams, and they're like, bro, play this song from, and it'll be like, they'll say the whole thing, and I'll look it up, and it's like an entire album stream. It's like, bro, react to this whole album real quick.
Yeah, I would love to, homie, but just honestly, some of us just don't have that time.
Well, also, too, you let that, and then everyone else is like, wait, oh, we're doing album react? What about, listen to this, man?
Yeah. No, if there is one last thing I could push on y'all, check out this record by this band, Divisive. The record is called Codex Gigas. Wait, I fucked that up, I think. Anyways, what it is it's like this ancient fucking evil text that it's like the biggest, it's like the Bible of just evil shit, and it literally is it's made with people. It's made like it's wrapped with human skin. That's what the Codex Gigas is. Look it up.
Like the Necronomicon?
Yeah, it's like it's like that, but it's like a real thing that's in like a museum somewhere. It's supposedly like a sacred, like devil's Bible or something.
It's got the origin of Barney.
Yeah, it's starts out slow, but I think it picks up. I think this record picks up. I just been fucking with these guys pretty heavy recently.
How dare you? Oh, I've got an idea. While we ended on this heaviness, we should quickly recount our brush with death when we were filming we did a DIY video recently. We were filming this collab for myself and Nick Nocturnal, and a lot of it required being out in the woods filming, and there's a set of specific shots that need to be outside at night around water, so we went to this park that we filmed during the day, and we went back there at nighttime, and we were like filming, doing our thing, and this guy like walked up past us and was like, "You guys good?" We're like, "Bro, it's like 1 a.m. We're in the woods filming. Are you good? Like, what? We have clear purpose why we're here. Why are you here, dog? Like, you're like deep into the wood right now. This is weird as fuck.
Yourself.
By yourself, no flashlight, nothing, just darkness. Like, his eyes have been adapted. And then he walked around us like the long way deep into the woods, and then still don't know if it was the same guy or not, but later you could hear some dude just start screaming, and then it's in the footage. You can hear him in the background yelling his brains out about nothing, just like about how well we won't leave, even though we just talked to him, and he was like, "All right, have a good one." And now he's like, "Ah, why don't they leave?" Yeah. Screaming at us. And Zach and I were like really, like Jebby was kind of like the ears paying attention while Zach and I were trying to like finish the filming of it. And then Jebby just goes like, "Yeah, we should probably leave. We should probably get our stuff."
No,
like,
there was a fucking point.
point.
There was a point when you could hear the fucking machete come out.
Yeah.
There was literally like,
Yeah,
right
and
at
then,
that moment.
But Justin heard that first, and we didn't hear that yet. So we're like, okay, let's take this a little more seriously. We started like packing up our shit, and I had one backpack that was kind of near the entrance of like the deep wood, and when I was putting my stuff in there, I heard him slap the ground like right in front of me, like within probably 5 fucking feet of me. And he goes, "Yup, that's me, motherfucker." And I was like,
Dude,
oh
yeah.
my God, like all I have is a backpack to defend myself, and it's dark. Like,
Dude,
and we were just using lights. So
we
like,
had to carry so much
my eyes,
shit. We
yeah.
had so much. Dude, that was the worst part. Was I was just like, yo, if this guy charges us right now, like, I'm gonna have to drop all this stuff, and I just don't want. Like, I got a camera. I don't want to drop that.
Yeah, Justin
Please
would have
kill
let me
me.
die for sure.
I was ready to lay down my life for you.
I was within kill distance, and your gun was still in its holster. Bro, the second I heard a machete, I would have pulled out a pistol if I had one. You were like, we should leave. Like, you have the gun.
Yeah,
Maybe he should leave.
I just didn't want it to get to that point. I felt like it wasn't there yet. Like the whole time we were walking back to the car, my eyes were turned. I was like, "Yo, this motherfucker's on some like schizophrenic shit. He's gonna charge us any second, and I'm gonna have to drop all this shit. God damn it! And I'm gonna have to fucking fire off around. I don't want that. I don't want the fucking cops to find like any of this shit.
It would have made for good content.
It would have.
Could have been like, Logan Paul, what's up? You filmed a dead guy? We filmed a murder.
Yeah, we killed someone.
Yeah, dude, to make that Nick Nocturnal video super sick, though.
Yeah, homie. Yeah.
This is pretty evil sounding.
All right, boys. Yeah, I think it's about time to wrap it up here. We've been going for about a little over an hour and a half, I believe. Is there any last words for season 2, episode 1?
Say your fucking prayers to Kermit the Frog here. I would like you to confess your deepest desires to me.
Now, hurry.
Kill shot, he's got a gun! He's reaching!
Yo, is there anything?
Oh yeah, I want to talk real quick about our Lord and Savior. No, just one goodbye piece of. Since we're getting closer to the spooky month, the new Halloween. I love that franchise, and I couldn't be less excited for the new movie. Anyone else mirroring that sentiment?
You don't like Michael Myers being an RPG villain now?
I'm sick of Laurie Strode having the same arch nemesis for 60 years, and when she finally gets him captured, she just is like, yeah, let's leave this one to the fire department. It's like, dude, you spent your whole life trying to kill this guy. You finally got him trapped, and you have multiple guns.
The thing that
Kill him.
The thing that said it for me was just the name. The name says it all.
Halloween kills. Yeah, that's kind of what he's been doing. Yeah, the lack of creativity in the names is frustrating. The new one's called Halloween. So the original is Halloween, and the sequel to Halloween is called Halloween, and then the sequel to the sequel of the Halloweens is called Halloween Kills.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Bad name.
Yeah,
Bad name.
I'm still gonna watch it because
Of course, I'm still gonna watch it because I'm a fucking slut. I'm a slutting for punishment, bro.
Yo, can someone clip that? Just
Straight up,
saying
though.
he's a slut.
Be a good audio kit sample.
Anything you wanna say before we end this little fucking night here, Zubs?
Go see Old. It was a great movie.
Yeah, go see it so we can talk about it. I'd love to talk to anybody about that movie.
All right, y'all. It's been a fucking honor. I'm happy to be back. We're gonna keep up on this once a week. We'll keep this shit going. We love you. Thank you so much for listening to the podcast. It's me, your boy Jebby. We got fucking Abby over here. We got Zoltzer.
Yeah, boys. Thanks for watching. Now I gotta go make sure these two newly aged 15-year-olds don't totally bone. Bye.
Make sure you subscribe.
M. Night Shyamalan on Twitter.
Okay, I'm gonna end it.
Bye.
I'm gonna fucking end it.
Don't do it.
Free M. Night Shyamalan.
Fucking end this podcast. I'm gonna hit the space bar.